My Amico CUT-50HF Pilot Arc Plasma Cutter just came in the mail. Kind of excited to open it. I've had plasma cutters in the past, but not a non-touch Pilot Arc. So this is going to be really nice for me. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole cutting things open and unboxing stuff. I know I've seen it before, but hopefully this is going to be a quick review. So I will be back in like a few seconds once it's all out and put together, and I'll show you the things that I really like about this and why I chose it. So I've got it out of the box. I've got it all put together. It came with everything. Some of the really great features about this that you don't see with the other ones. First of all, it's got 10-foot cables on it. I don't know if you can see me or not. It's got 10-foot cables. A lot of the other, lower end ones have like 6-foot cables. So that's one of the really good things that I saw when I was looking at purchasing this. Also, it actually comes with standard 50 amp connector. Some of the other ones have that twist lock version, and so you got to buy a pigtail for like 35 bucks, which is kind of crazy. This also comes with the pigtail for 110, which right now I have it plugged in to 110. Yeah, 110. Yeah, this is, anyway. So this is really a great thing. I mean, for the price, this was well under $400 and included all this. It actually came, again, with the, I don't know if you can see this or not, the air chuck on the back, which I didn't think it did, but it was in with the manual. I guess I should have looked closer. So I have one of my own on there right now. This is the inside air filter, which I thought also was really nice. A lot of the other ones had the air filter attached, well, air filter slash water separator on the outside. This one has got it on the inside, which is really nice. Tube for the drain right there. All in all, for the money, it's the cheapest, most reasonable Pilot Arc I found out there. Again, under 400 bucks with all this. I thought that was phenomenal. I've got my air hose. Another really nice thing about this bad boy is all your controls are in front. With the filters behind, you'd have to adjust it here. Now you have all the adjustments up here, your amperage is here, and then your post gas, which is, it keeps the air flowing after you're done. Anyway, and then 2T and 4T, and I'm not for sure. I believe when you have it in 4T and you start the arc, it continually goes. I've never had, anything as fancy, so I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's with 4T versus 2T. You squeeze the torch and you let go of it. In the 2T, it goes off. 4T, it stays lit. So anyway, another really nice thing is this is really a good torch. Again, my old torch was pretty low end, cheap, whatever. This got a, again, nice flexible hose on it, safety. This is an AG60. So if you're looking for consumables, and obviously you'll need consumables, AG60 is what you want to look for. Now, I have already purchased a bag of consumables, and I got them a few days before my plasma cutter came, because my old plasma cutter it wasn't an AG60, it was some goofy whatever. I bought a 24-piece consumable kit, which came with 2 of the ceramics and standoffs, and then the other 22 were 2 of each of the electrodes and the cups. So anyway, and by the way, I've already checked it. They fit in the bottom of this video. I will put the link to these. I will also put the link to this and where I got it. I got it on Amazon. It was not Amazon Prime, but the place I have bought it from, and I will put that also in a link below. They were really good to work with. This came from California. I'm in Minnesota. It came in 3 days, which is every bit as fast as Prime. Right now, I only have it on 110, and I'm in my wood shop right now. It's super cold outside. So to get to my metal shop, I'm gonna quick go out there and make some cuts, and I'll show you. Hopefully it cuts. I've heard of so many horror stories getting these things out of the box and they don't work. Again, this is the first unit I have ever seen like this. Amico is located also in California. I'm sure this is made in China, but boy, so far I'm just really impressed on the quality of the unit. So, I doubt whether I will ever run it on the 110. I shouldn't say ever, but you know, if you really are going to try to run 50 amps through this thing, you're going to need 220, bottom line. And it's supposed to cut up to 3/4 inch steel, rough cut. I doubt whether it will cut anything that thick, but for sure you'd have to have it to do 20. Again, really nice. You don't have to have any extra pigtails buying from wherever to make that special connector they have on, the twist lock connector fit. So I've got it plugged in. I don't have the air on yet. So give us some air. That all sounds good. And let's turn it on. All right. So, it appears the regulator is working properly. Pull out, push in to lock it. I'm just going to leave the post gas right now at 3, and the amperage at about 19. It says it's power on, and this is something that a non-pilot arc plasma cutter won't do. So let's find out. Yay, I like it. All right, and post gas done, off, cool, perfect. Oh my God, this is like freaky. Let me first say I rarely read manuals. I know that sounds a little bit arrogant, but the truth of the matter is manuals aren't always that good, especially if they're translated from another language. This manual, it wasn't bad, but there were at least three discrepancies I saw. The first one was this little guy was hanging on the air regulator, and it basically says that you should only use the air pressure. It only works within the green zone, and the green zone on here is from 60 to 125 pounds. In the manual, it says you should use pressure, depending on the metal you're cutting, from 40 to 70 pounds PSI. So huge discrepancy there. Then I looked for 2T, 4T, and nowhere in the manual does it say anything about 2T, 4T. And I wanted to look through the manual because yesterday I kind of told everyone what 2T, 4T was, if you didn't know, and the post air. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't giving any incorrect information. 2T, you take your torch, start it, hold it, cut. When you're done cutting, you let go. In 4T mode, you trigger one time, make your cut. At the end of the cut, you trigger it again. Now it's out. I think it's just for very long cuts. Anyway, post air, which is right here, is, and I think it's from 1 second, I'm guessing, to 10 seconds after you're done cutting. And that's basically to cool the tip. Not rocket science, but in my head, the longer cuts you're making, the higher current you're making, the higher current, you're going to want to go and put longer air. You know, have that post-air duration a lot longer. Anyway, enough for the manual. You know, that's my only knock on this whole thing. We're gonna cut a little bit today. It's really stinking cold, so I'm gonna make like maybe a cut in some metal. I'm kind of gonna go right in the middle of everything. I'm gonna bring it up to like 35 pounds or 35 amps and like 60 some pounds. And I'm gonna be cutting a little less than a 1/4 inch steel here. So let's start it. I'm drawing maybe a little too fast. That's more like it. That's another reason to use Pilot Arc. That was a painted surface. Regular contact plasma cutter would not cut through that. That thing cut it through like butter. Now I didn't change the amperage, current settings, air settings. I left it at that, and it made a really nice cut. So, you know, I had to speed up my work a little bit, you know, as I was pulling it. I think maybe that's your best avenue. Anyway, hopefully this was a good video, and again, this is supposed to be a quick review of the Amico CUT-50HF. And if you have any questions, put it in the comment section. I will try to answer as soon as I can if I'm around. Anyway, thanks, hope you enjoyed the video.